Hey Zesties, hey guys! Today I'm back at Ikea and I'm going to have a look around the showrooms for you. I love looking around the showrooms because it gives me ideas for my clients who always need organization solutions. Some have large homes and some are quite limited for. So I've got my bag, I'm going to pop upstairs. I also love looking at home decor for myself as well and get some cool ideas. Okay, spring is a few days away, so let's get up here and find some cool ideas. Okay, let's do this. Okay, first up, spring is in the air with this beautiful bed. I love how this bed looks. So I'm really liking the orange. I just love the orange color. It's got a pink, pale pink duvet and then a hot pink and white duvet. So are these new? $29 for the duvet cover, not the inner, obviously. And then we have $25 for the baby pink one. And while it's not matchy enough for my taste, I love these cushions, these orange cushions. $17 for this one. The one next to it here is new in, $20. So we're going to see this style in a lot of different colors as we go through the store. So that's the orange one there, looking gorgeous. And then this throw, I really love it with the tassels. We see this a lot too as we walk through. $29 for this throw, and that comes in different colors as well. Okay, so beyond that gorgeous rug, I am looking at the storage because I'm thinking this could be used for so many different things. The storage container here, I really love it. It's a really decent height. It's very, very sturdy. So there's two storage solutions that are quite interesting. And this lamp is beautiful. It doesn't have a price, but I love it. It also comes with 3 balls as well. Then I'm looking over here at the dressing table and I really love seeing the candle and the hand soap, or the moisturizer it will probably be, on the lovely tray there. So I thought that was really lovely setup as well. And this desk is really lovely. I like how, especially as a dressing table, because it's got the big drawer and you can imagine all your makeup and palettes all laid out there. So that's really lovely. Then I like this room and I like this little tray underneath the TV. I thought it was a really nice tray. Just $25 for that tray. And then the lamp on top is also new in, but I couldn't find a price on it. So it's something that I saw in the catalog or online catalog. And then over here is another desk idea, and it's got like a ring light and a phone holder as well. And I thought, gosh, that would be so perfect for what I need. So $59 for that. So that's something that I've got on my wish list. So I'm going to maybe look at grabbing that because I've got my new phone now, so I can do a lot more filming on my phone. So that was there. Okay, so this desk is very much set up for someone that's recording video all the time. You've got headphones and you've got tripod. But what I like about it, and it can be used for any business or any for school or for anything, is I love the pegboard along the back because you can hang so many things off the pegboard. You can have hooks, containers, trays. You can have, they've got bins along on the other side, this one here. So many different uses for this pegboard, and it will keep your desk and office space so tidy and organized. I really love it. Okay, moving on, and we have a kitchen area. And what I love about this kitchen area, the first thing that catches my eye is the trolley. I love this trolley. I like the way it's set up. It's got so many cute things on it. Trolleys are so great for that extra storage that you might need and can be used for so many different things. I was trying to look for a price, but it didn't have a price. So we'll just move on to the centerpiece here. Now, this is gorgeous sitting on the bench. Now, I love the vase with the sticks in it and the candle. That's simple, but it's beautiful. And I love this Lazy Susan. It is stunning. And I thought that's not the price. We do see it later on. That is not the price. So we'll move on. And next up, I really love these placemats. Aren't these gorgeous? These also didn't have a price on them. I lifted all the plates so I could find the price of these beautiful placemats. Oh, I actually like that bowl. That's a perfect size for my boys. They eat so much food. It's a perfect size for their pasta. Yes, I was looking for the placemats. So we do find them later on. So just hold that thought because they're gorgeous. They are so sturdy, so beautiful, so gorgeous. If you like that type of thing, I do. And then I really love this mat. I thought this would have been so perfect for the kitchen. I got the little Kmart one, but look at this one, $59 only. That would look so amazing on my wood floor in my kitchen. So I'm a bit like, I want it. And then these, I love these, $7. They're really sturdy. They look amazing. And I'm just going to take one and give it a bit of a spin to see if it works good. So let's go to the back to the kitchen. Okay, here we go. Spin, spin, spin. Yes, that is flawless. It's a flawless spinner, that one. A flawless spinner. That sounds so funny. Okay, next up we have glass jars with bamboo lids. And I love glass so much, but I was thinking that the lids are going to be flimsy or not have airtight enough suction to keep the food fresh. So I took one across to the kitchen again and I couldn't get the lid off it, which actually presents another problem. It was really annoying to get the lid off, but the suction problem, no problem. It's tight as. So just depends what you want, but that's a beautiful little jar for your pantry. Okay, these lights, I saw them last week downstairs and I loved them. And so I'm going to have to get some, but I'm going to make sure that I do my outside area, clean it up for spring. That's my project, and my reward at the end of that project can be these lovely lights. So hold that thought and we'll be back to do it. Okay, so these are $49 and it's quite a big set. Is that what you'd call it? A set of lights? Yeah. So it's pretty generous, I think, for $49. So I'm quite keen on those. And then there's some bigger ones as well. Okay, moving to the next kitchen, what do we see? Oh, I like this, but it was annoying me because it's messy. So I was just playing around with it, but I like the idea of this particular tray. It's really sturdy. It would be perfect for by your tap because if it gets wet around that area, this is going to stay really nice. I don't know, it's like a hot mess though. There was all sorts of things in there. So I'm just going to try and lay it out a little bit better just to see if I love it or not. Because to be honest, I've got a few clients that could use something like this, and I think this looks particularly nice. Sometimes the plastic ones and metal ones and that don't look very nice. So this is looking quite nice, even though that sponge won't fit, and that's very annoying. But there you go. Quite happy with this product. Okay, I was about to leave and I saw this, a hanging shelf. Brilliant. For top cupboards, amazing. Okay, let's move on. Okay, look inside. This is a big pantry. Let's have a look inside and see what we see. Let's have a look at some storage solutions, yes, some pantry items. Okay, so we have a Lazy Susan there, a very big one, which is nice. We also have the baskets here. You can get these baskets from Ikea or from Kmart or from Big W, wherever you want to get yours from. They're so useful for snacks and for clothing and for, you can use them anywhere in your home. So they're really good. I like mine in the laundry. Okay, so I like the way they've labeled everything, and I like those tubs at the very top of the pantry. And I like this too, this hanging shelf. I like these hanging shelves up high. Really great idea for extra storage. Loving that. Down below here, we've got some more baskets and a crate at the very bottom, which I thought was a great idea. That's the sort of place you could put potatoes or even drinks, you know, your big drinks, your big bottles of water, etc. And on the other side here, they've got some nice ideas as well. So that's pretty much the same. Oh, I love this board on the inside of the pantry. What a great board. I love their boards. They're so great. I used to have one with the white pen, but I can't find my white pen anymore. So I need to get a new one. These glass jars are a really nice addition sitting on the shelf there. And then I love these pull-out trays for herbs and for baking essentials. What a great idea. They're really nice little boxes, aren't they? I have no idea what these are, so I'm not sure what they're for. It might be a shelf or something. I'm not sure, but anyway, they're going to fall on me. And then underneath here, I love these four drawers here. I have the solution for my client underneath her stairs, and we use it for excess food. But this one's funny. It's got garlic, as if someone would have that much garlic. Like that's a massive drawer. Believe me, they're huge drawers. I can understand potatoes and things, but yeah, I think the garlic was a bit of overkill there. Now, these tiered shelves are ideal for pantries. I love them so much for all the tinned foods. And I like the idea of having something sitting underneath. And these two little bowls are really cute. It's $8 for the small one, not this one, for the little one. I'll show you that in a moment. And it's $20 for this big one. So there's a smaller one there. Quite lovely, really well made, really sturdy, quite beautiful. So I'm not sure what you'd use those for, but there's lots of them. Yes, 20 or $19 for the big one there. And just like that, I have walked into the wardrobe. So this is a beautiful walk-in wardrobe. And let me see what I like about this. I really like the storage up the top there. That's a really smart storage solution. You can fit so many jerseys or sweatshirts or any clothing, basically, any clothing items into those. I bought one of these last week for my middle son. And so we haven't used it yet, but I've got to get onto that, reorganizing his room. I love the idea of these baskets in the bottom of the wardrobe or anywhere in there. You can use them for so many different clothing items, even socks. They're a good idea for socks. Now, for some clients, we need like a nice tidy folded drawer, but for other clients, they like big baskets like this where they can throw their t-shirts in, they can throw their gym tops in, whatever it is. undies, whatever it is, and that's the way they organize. It's just a different way of doing it. So I love that too. And then, yes, we have some nice jewelry layouts there. And then into the bathroom. What can we see in the bathroom that's interesting? Let me walk you in. Okay, so we have a beautiful glass cabinet and it's got a lot of storage here appropriate for bathrooms. So I do like the little baskets up the top. I love these for so many different items, especially like your those pads, what are they called? Cotton pads, things like that. I love rolled up towels. That's how I do my towels. Most of my clients now, I roll their towels for them to when I'm organizing their linen cupboards. And then this baby won't come out, so it's not very good. But I haven't seen that basket before, so I was quite keen on having a look. $25. And then we've got some folded towels down below. I love this idea so much. The bath bombs in the jars. What a cool idea. I just think they look fabulous. Then we have a mirror that would be a scary mirror. It would show all your pimples if you've got pimples. And then these baskets are gorgeous, aren't they? The big one and the two little ones here. You could use this for hand cloths or for flannels or face cloths, flannels. Okay, the controversial item, the toilet mat. Who does and who doesn't like the toilet mat? Comment below. And isn't this pretty? I think that's such a beautiful little decorative feature there in the bathroom. And then we're moving into another dressing table, and I just thought that was beautiful. I thought that was so lovely. You could have your hand creams or perfumes in that little tray there. And I love the light. I think the lamp's lovely. Hello. Here I am today, wet hair and a black jumper and jeans, pretty much standard uniform. Okay, isn't this gorgeous? This is so beautiful. Candle and that lovely feature by the bed there. And here's what I need for one of my clients. I said, we are not going through winter again without a big coat rack. You really need when you walk in the door the coat rack for the big winter jackets so that they're always there and because they're really hard to store otherwise. So yes, we need coat racks. I love my coat rack so much. Okay, so this is a nice bedside lamp. It's beautiful. So I was trying to get a price on that. I think it's $59. Gorgeous. And then look at this little pad, this little bottom pad. It looked like you were sitting on the cat. That's what it looked like to me. You'd squash the cat or something like that. But I really like that chair too for $89. Okay, these were really nice at the end of the bed. Let's have a look. $99. Be so great for storing blankets and things like that, excess blankets, or even socks. I just have a thing about socks. Where are we storing the socks? Okay, yes. And then I go to this really cool sort of gaming room, and I don't film it much, but I really like this footstool. $29. I thought that was so snazzy. And then that desk also has like the ring light on it, but it doesn't have the phone holder. And then this holder is obviously for your little iPad. So they also had the blackboard in there with some sort of brainstorming notes on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then it had a really nice couch with these really nice cushions. These are all new in. So you've got the black one here, you've got a green, and you've got this one here over the back. $6. That's for the cushion cover. Gorgeous. That's really nice, isn't it? And then a nice Kermit the Frog green. We're going to be so sick of this color. I'm telling you, by the end of this spring, uh, throw. That's what I was trying to think. Kermit the Frog throw. This was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. And then this light, I think this is the sort of thing I need for my boys in their room. So I was looking at this and just trying to get a price, but then of course I grabbed the price of the plant. So these plants are $5, but they're actually quite real looking from afar. Quite impressed with their artificial plants. Okay, so I'm loving the simplicity of this. So the glass vase with the eucalyptus looks gorgeous. I've actually got that in my home as a bit of a style thing, which I'm quite impressed with. Loving this rug. Beautiful, $119. Some of the rugs at the moment are so reasonably priced. And then I love that coffee table with the throws thrown underneath, and you've got a candle and then the vase. And then these cushions are beautiful. $31, they're new in, and I just love the print on them. I think they look really amazing. Okay, this was sort of like a hot mess, but I really liked it. It gave me cozy vibes. And then this, oh my goodness, I'm in the market for a chair, and this one really grabbed at me. It's like, buy me, buy me, buy me. And then I love storage, so I love those storage bins up the top. You could throw anything in there, and no one will even know, but they look gorgeous. Okay, and this is just a lovely desk. This would be just a lovely little office nook, don't you think? Here the baskets are again down below, and then you've got some nice styly boxes there. And then this, I see quite a few of these. They're like a poof, obviously, but it's quite gorgeous, I have to say. We saw these last time in my last IKEA video, and if you haven't seen that, I'll link it above. And then these two cushions, I actually restyled them because they were looking a bit messy, but I love them. And here they are here. I told you would see a lot of this style. Remember, it's similar to, it is the orange one, isn't it, that we saw up the front? Yes, it is. $20. There we go. Yes, that was a price too, wasn't it? So we will see it in other colors. Hold that thought. This one I did see on the online catalog and I loved it. I thought it was such a cool, different sort of spring vibe. $18 for that. And then these throws, there's lots of these throws, and I think they're $9. I was trying to look for a price, but I see them later on and they're $9, but they're everywhere. That's what the shopping bag's for, Michelle. Throw one in. Okay, now I see a lot of this as we walk through, and I'm a little bit obsessed with it. I have a lot of bench in my kitchen, and I need something like this tray to not catch rubbish, but to be a feature because I like things very minimal in my kitchen on the bench. But I love this idea of this like hot mess feature. Look at it. It's just, oh, it just gives me comfort vibes, but it's contained. So it still has, look, it still has that minimal look, but it has that little hot mess thing. I love it. It gives me like comfy vibes in a minimalist kitchen. Does that make sense what I said? So it's for me, it might not be for you, but that would be awesome. So I'm going to look at doing that. And then I love this notice board, and it's got the hook so you can hang your apron. And it's also got another little bag next to it where I could like put things to not lose, like my magnifying glass so I can read the instructions on the back of packets these days. Okay, now this vase, I've seen it before in the store, but with the flowers in it, looks amazing. See, here's another room, and when I looked at that, I went, yeah, it's okay. It's quite cool because I like the mustard color, but when I saw the flowers in it, I was like, yes, that's awesome. Okay, so here's that same style in blue and orange again. And then Marshall, little doggy Marshall, has got a cute little corner set up there under the stairs. I love that. Here's a couple more of that style of cushion. You've got the white and you've got the baby blue. So we're just loving this. It's such a great style, don't you think? Okay, and moving on to this light, I just loved it. I filmed it because I loved it. I thought it was so cool. And then this is like a built-in storage or storage boxes that you can build and buy or buy and build. And I just love the cushions on the top. My clients just had this done at their home and it looks amazing. Okay, this is another one of my best finds. This is $39 and it's going to fit into any of those cube shelves. And it's so great for sorting out kids' pens and pencils. And I mean, you could use it for stickers, you could use it for anything, but it's a great kid sorter. It's awesome. Now, I saw this and I think, oh, this is really nice. We've got two different baskets here, a sort of a thin one, which would be great for paper, and then a bigger one as well. And then I realized that this one here can also be used as a lid. See? Well, probably is its lid. So it's multi-purpose and I love it. $35. This is not new, obviously. It's probably been around for a while, but it really just has got on my radar. And I'm like, what? Wow, wow, wow. My brain's going, what could I use that for? $25 for this, very useful for any office. And then $9. I found the price of that throw, $9, and they come in just about every color. Now we're just going to have a little browse around the rest of this showroom, looking at cushions and couches. So let me put some music on so we can go a little bit faster and we'll get moving through this. Okay, and here we are again, walking down the steps to the market hall, which is where I started out last week's video. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it above. But one of my best finds last week was these laundry baskets, $6 each, incredible. One thing I did, oh, here's the throws that we keep seeing upstairs, so $9 each. One thing I missed last week was the towels, and I must have skipped that section somehow last week, the sort of the bath towels and mats and rugs and things like that. So I'm looking at them today. I saw them online. These are new in, and the colors are incredible. They're so vibrant, so spring, so delicious. Just $6 each, and the towel feels really good. It's a really good towel, so I was really happy with that. Lots and lots of colors, and even your neutrals around here, your beige, your charcoals, and your whites, or just off-white I think it is. They have matching bath mats, $8, just $8, so that is incredible. And then I missed last week my obsession, which is rubbish bins. So here are the rubbish bins, nothing exciting actually here. Just the little bathroom rubbish bins, which are pretty cute. And then doormats, look at this, the rainbow doormat, just brings me so much joy. And then these rugs, these are new in. I saw them online, I thought, wow, I can't believe the price, $50 for that rug. It comes in that white, and it also comes in a gray as well, which I'll show you just in just a moment. But then you have the big black dot one next to it, and that's, I think that is, let me see, check it. I can't believe the price. The rugs are decent size. This one is $89, and then the one just behind is only $100. And look at that bad boy. He's beautiful. The colors in that are incredible. Looks so classy. Well, lounge, office, wherever. I still can't believe this price. I want that rug. I want it, I want it. Yes, I do. Okay, and this rug is also new in. Look at how vibrant this is. This would look so amazing in someone's lounge. Even mine. I think I could rock this rug. Here's the grey version of the other one. And then this cushion, I just didn't see it last week and I didn't see it today. Missed it, and it's new in, so the pink and the orange. I love pink and orange together, so cool. And then these, I was wondering how much they were when we saw them walking through. And so we have a whole bunch of different prices. This one's only $25, and this one I think was $59. And then we go around the corner to the ones that we saw. The grey one here is, let me check, $79 for that baby. And then this one, the one that I love and I'd love to sit on in my chair, $59 for this sheepskin one. Okay, and that completes my walkthrough for today. Thanks so much for being with me. Oh, I need one of these, $19. Oh, good price. So thanks for being with me. I love hanging out with you guys. Please leave any comments below. Please like this video if you did. And otherwise, I will see you on the next video. I can't wait till then. Okay, see you later. Bye.